Across several major sci-fi brands many you may know, such as Warhammer, Helldivers, StarCraft, Deep Rock Galactic, Starship Troopers, and even Halo, they all have one thing in common. And no, it's not copious amounts of autism. No, what they all have in common is a race that can basically be boiled down to Big Bug. And today, I'll be teaching you how to defeat these bug maxers. Today, we'll be tackling the Tyranids from Warhammer 40k. And yes, I know, they are big, scary, worst of all, they're Turkish. But don't worry, I will be your beloved military dictator. But before we continue, it's time for some ground rules. Rule number 1, I am only allowed one type of orbital weapon, and everything else either has to already exist or is a few years away. And rule number 2, no nukes. Anyway, on with the video. Anyway, the bugs are here, and they're hungry. Now, in the video game Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2, the Tyranids have a very small protection zone, meaning you can't see them unless they're right in front of you. Not only does this make them extremely annoying to fight, man, fuck this game. Fucking piece of shit. But from what I found, they can't cloak, so we're likely gonna see them coming for a few days. And my recommended tool for sniping these bozos is the Orbital Mach platform from Halo. It is the perfect thing for the job, because Tyranid ships are alive. Now, I'm no biologist, in fact, it's my least favorite science, but I don't think living things like it when a 4 million-pound chunk of tungsten hits them at 4% the speed of light. And just like their lack of cloaks, they also lack shields. And I know they have spore shields, but I'd like to see a spore stop a Mac round. Tyranid bioship's currently in the middle of the Charlie Kirk challenge. We've not protected our skies, so now, when some dickhead tries to fly a ship into our planet at 17 kilometers per second, we'll be prepared. Now the Tyranids are going to be launching spores. How many spores? Simple. I don't know. So by pulling something directly out of my ass, in this case 400 million, with 20 Tyranids each, this means there are 8 billion Tyranids. I chose this because 8 billion Tyranids, 8 billion humans. Next up, I hand-counted all of the Tyranid ships I saw at the beginning of Space Marine to Mission Reclamation, in this case 170, then I multiplied by 3 because Tyranids are absolute bastards. Now, each Mac round is 2,000 tons of pure tungsten, and currently we have 900,000 tons of the stuff, which equals 475 Mac rounds, which means we can effectively reduce the Tyranid fleet to 35 ships. Now the math means we're going to be attacked by 27.5 million spores, 20 bugs each. That's 550 million bugs. Compared to 24 million active service members, things aren't looking good. Well, don't worry, we can reduce it even more. I move on to fighter jets. Now, a fighter jet isn't shooting down a spore, but they can still aid us. In modern warfare, the most important thing is who controls the air. Tyranids do have an air force, but if we compare Tyranids to Twitter, as in a hive-minded race of troglodytes and retards, the gargoyles and hardons would be the mass-produced slop. In total, the Tyranids don't have anything that could effectively take on a fighter jet, both in speed and firepower. With the skies now under our control, we can do our best impersonation of the big Yahoo by bombing, drone striking, and or missile strikes on massive swarms and or powerful units. We can reduce swarm sizes by thousands before they even reach our front line. And now, the big one. Land battles, the bread and butter of all sci-fi, for some reason. With 22.4 million active servicemen, we're getting stomped. We aren't going to win. The only tactic here is to pretend we're a Twitch e-girl and the bugs are our number one fan. I swear to God, this actually makes you run faster. I'm not giving up just like that. By giving anyone between the ages of 18 and 26 a gun, we end up with an army of 857 million, and in a certified SCAF moment, only giving them 3 days or so of training, we'll have an absolute dogshit of an army, but still capable of taking on the bugs. Remember when I compared gargoyles to AI dogshit? And as we all know, the best way to beat AI dogshit is by lynching. Oh, and also killing their creators. In order to do that, we have to kill the Hive Tyrant. You see, the Tyranids are also a hive mind. Your average Tyranid isn't connected directly, which is why there are things like Hive Tyrants, which are connected to the hive mind and projected to all nearby Tyranids. Once again, the Tyranids make this easy, as Hive Tyrants don't really hide and are pretty aggressive synapse creatures. And in order to kill it, I recommend airstrikes. But that's boring. You see, dear viewer, I understand you. I know you want to see a cool, flashy death. And what's cooler than a Tomahawk missile? Straight to the dome. With the Hive Tyrant now rot-maxing in a field somewhere, the rest of the swarm does its best impersonation of post-Tito Yugoslavia.